we build our cars in a factory, in a manufacturing, in a controlled environment. We build our airplanes in a controlled environment. We build every piece of technology that we use today, computers, phones, watches, everything that we use, we build in a controlled environment. And the most expensive item that we ever purchase in our entire lifetimes is built outside in the elements in a very uncontrolled environment, exposed to the weather, the wind, the rain, the snow, the frost, exposed to all the elements.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I'm your host, Wehdeking, and today I am joined by someone I've been looking forward to chatting with, Jeff Bentley, who's been making serious moves in the industry of real estate. All right. Jeff, glad to have you here, man.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
All right. Very good. Very good. Jeff, I think our listeners are really going to take something away from how you're approaching your real estate business and how you've been able to keep it running for over 50 years. So for people that may not be familiar with your world, can you give us the short version on what's your main focus these days?
Well, my main focus is no different than it's always been, and that's to help folks with their real estate needs, whether they're buying or selling. But the thing that I've learned over the 50 years in this business is everybody wants a deal. Well, the deal is made when you buy or build, not when you sell. And so you don't know what you don't know until you have someone that's been in the business or been ahead of you 50 years that knows the answers to the questions. So that's my job, and I enjoy helping people do that.
All right. Very good. And Jeff, in what markets are you operating right now?
I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Okay. All right. Love it. Now, Jeff, what actually caught my attention about you, it's how you've been able to keep your business in real estate for over 50 years. All right. I also want to I also want to know how you been able to perform real estate, and at the same time you became a certified energy
Rater.
exactly. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, about 10 years, look, I'm a self-professed house nerd. Anything about houses, I love it. I love everything about houses. I love building houses, showing houses, walking houses, designing houses, building. I love everything about it. So about 10 years ago, as a matter of fact, it was 10 years ago in June, our governor, Governor Abbott, signed a bill that became law that said that all new homes permitted would be required to meet these new higher energy codes. And so after reading this about this bill, I learned about the specifics.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Of this new energy code that all homes were required to be built upon. And so I contacted a friend of mine who's the CEO of a large energy rating firm here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I had a meeting with him, and I asked him, does this mean what I think it means? And he asked me, he says, well, what do you think it means? Well, the two biggest components of that bill were that all homes had to meet a HERS 65 score or lower. Well, that's just plug and play with building components, a more efficient heating and air conditioning system, a more efficient appliances, LED bulbs versus incandescent. Those are simple items that you can plug and play in. But the second component of that bill required that all homes had to meet a maximum of 3 air changes per hour on their blower door score. In other words, that's an infiltration rate. And the current requirement was 7 air changes per hour. And so we had to build our houses tighter to get it down to 3. Going from 7 to 3 from one day to the next wasn't going to happen. And I told him that. I said, that's great, but that's not going to happen. And his response was, yeah, you understand it. He goes, and you're hired. I'm like, what do you mean you're hired? I'm not looking for a job. I said, I sell real estate. He says, oh, I know what you do. He goes, but I want to hire you. I'll hire you for 18 months. I'll pay you a salary. And you go help me consult, and you go help me show my clients. We have some national home building clients how to comply with these new energy codes. And he goes, we'll just do it for a year and a half, and we'll see what we can do. So I did. He goes, you show up at my office at 6:30 in the morning, and from 6:30 to 12 every day, Monday through Friday, we can do our thing, and you're going to get your energy rater certification from ResNet, which is the Real Estate Services Network. It's the national entity that certifies energy raters in this country. And I got to live in that life Monday through Friday from 6:30 to 12. And he says, after 12 o'clock every day, you can go be a realtor for all I care. I said, and he goes, and I'm going to pay you a salary. And I said, well, how much are you going to pay me? And he told me, and I said, what's your address? I'll be there Monday morning. And so for a year and a half, I got paid to have fun and gain a new certification and a new expertise that no one had. And I later was told by several people that I'm the only real estate agent in this country that has an energy rater certification. And I just did it just for the fun of it. I didn't do it for any particular reason. So I walk away from that after 18 months with this new expertise and this new knowledge of what makes homes better and more affordable and safer to live in and raise your families in. That complemented everything else that I had learned over the years.
All right. That's actually very big, man. That's very big. Now, Jeff, what's been the key to keep your business running smoothly?
Well, the key is referrals, repeat clients. I've had 2-3 generations. I've had families that have asked me to sell 25 to 27 homes in their family to other family members. So the key is taking care of everybody like their family. And I'm not really selling anything. I'm just helping them with their need is all I'm doing.
Exactly.
And so when you take care of people like family, they're going to come back to you. And that's how I've been able to, that's how an old construction boy has been able to sell houses all these years.
Yeah, that's actually very good. I believe that, well, in order to have good referrals, you need to provide an excellent service. And to provide an excellent service, you need to build up relationships.
Yes.
Right? Relationships that last for more than 31 years. If I'm not wrong, you told me?
Yes.
right? Okay, that's good. That's good. Now, Jeff, I know.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Every operator has a moment where things got real, all right? Maybe a deal that went sideways or a time that they had to pivot real fast. Do you mind sharing one of those moments?
When a deal got sideways?
Yeah.
Well, so far, knock on wood, I don't think I've ever had a scenario where things got out of hand that I couldn't handle.
All
Maybe
right.
that day's coming. I don't know, but I can't
Well,
speak
let's
for
hope
that
it
one
never
yet.
comes,
Now,
right?
I've had plenty of clients who said they had the money to buy a house and they wound up not having the money to buy a house. But that's a whole different story.
All right, all right. Now, let me ask you this, Jeff. What are you most focused on solving or scaling next?
That's a good question. Um, I want to help people the best way that I can with all of the talents that I've been given, and I'm starting to feel the ground starting to speak and say that we need an answer to this affordability problem out there. There are a lot of people, including I have sons that are not able to are not a bit do not have the ability to afford a home today because the cost of homes are so high. They have good jobs, they make good money, and their spouses included, but they still don't make enough to afford a nice home in a good neighborhood with good schools. So the affordability problem has directly affected my family, and I'm sure it affects, and I know it affects everybody else's family as well.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
uh, having that, knowing what the solution is, but it's not a simple solution. That's the thing. It basically means building the houses in a different way than we've built in the past because of it's just the way that we build houses. That's the problem, and it's compounded the multitude of layers of labor, overhead, and profit, and then you add the builder profit, and then you ask the buyer to come along and pay all of that. It's gotten to the point where it's unaffordable. The only solution is we need to build houses a different way. That's the solution.
Correct. Now, let me ask you something. So, what is the next real goal for you right now?
Well, the next real goal for me is to find lots and and other investors that want to join me in finding a solution to the affordability problem. Building the
Okay.
house is the easy part. Like I said, I've built over 4,000 houses in my lifetime. Building the house is the easy part. It's the planning and making sure that it works for whoever the occupant is going to be. And there's a lot of planning involved. It's not just getting the house designed, getting it finished out in terms of the finishes and the countertops and the fixtures. That's the easy part. It's the building codes. It's the energy codes. It's the building protocols. There's a word that most people don't even know exists. It's the building protocols and how the home is supposed to perform. That's home performance is a buzzword that I learned in the energy rating business. You're either a code builder, which means you build according to to the local energy code, which is the minimum standard, or you're an above code builder.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Which means you build to higher protocols that are greater and better than the building code protocols. So I want to be an above code builder, and I want my homes to perform at a higher level than the code built homes. When I say perform, I mean perform in a improved energy efficiency,
Okay.
build power, create power behind the meter, have a safer indoor living environment than those that do not. So, and I know how to implement those building protocols into the construction of a home. That's where the difficulty lies. It's the planning. It's not the building. Building is the easy part, but it's the
Correct.
planning up front. And that takes a lot of knowledge and expertise. Quite honestly, I thought I knew everything about houses, but I didn't know diddly until I got into the energy rating industry about 10 years ago and realized there's a whole aspect of home building that I was not exposed to, didn't know about. So it was a great education. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, but it's made me a better builder. Once you're a builder, you're always a builder. You can't take the cat out of the lion. So it's made
Exactly.
me a much better builder. As a matter of fact, I think every builder in this country needs to have an energy rater certification. The guys that are building the houses need to be energy rater certified. It'll force them to think differently about what they build and how they build it. And
Correct.
that's important because at the end of the day, it's the buyer that's bringing the money to buy those houses. It's what makes our world go around. We have to make sure that we're doing what we can that's best for them.
Yeah, actually that's big, especially when you have everything, together. Uh I think that you will need to know how to play it, okay? Once you have the land and the investors that you're looking for, okay? You need,
Yes,
yeah. Yeah, because you can either compound things or create chaos, depending on how you play it,
right,
right?
right.
Okay.
But
Now,
I think getting a few investors together that want to help me provide a solution. So here's the thing. You asked me about competition. When I build the way that I'm going to build, I don't have any competition. I'm going to be able to build a better house in a shorter period of time at a lower price. So no one's getting compromised. The buyer's not buying a compromised home that's inferior in any way. As a matter of fact, the house can be built to better protocols than the ones that are being built today. It's not going to take 4 or 5 or 6 months to build. I can get that done in 30 days. And because of the multiple layers, and I mean hundreds, I'll just tell you, I did an analysis on the construction process, the home building process as we have it today in the United States. There are over 700 layers of subcontractors and suppliers and middlemen and wholesalers and retailers and originators and manufacturers of every building product that goes into a home. There are over 700 layers of labor, overhead, and profit that are added on top of each other, that are compounded on top of each other.
yeah,
So the problem is we've got to take a lot of that labor out, and we've got to be able to build it in a different way so that we get a better product at a lower cost, so that we can sell it at a lower price, so that we can immediately address the affordability problem. You know, you can't
exactly.
we build our cars in a factory, in a manufacturing, in a controlled environment. We build our airplanes in a controlled environment. We build every piece of technology that we use today, computers, phones, watches, everything that we use, we build in a controlled environment. And the most expensive item that we ever purchase in our entire lifetimes is built outside in the elements in a very uncontrolled environment, exposed to the weather, the wind, the rain, the snow, the frost, exposed to all the elements. And then it's built by people that don't work for the company. They're third-party contractors. They don't show up when they're supposed to. They don't do the work that they're supposed to when they're supposed to. And they don't do the quality job that the people need to have. And the job is, let's do it a little as we have to and get our check and run and go do the next house. That's not the way we want to build our houses, especially when I have to deal with the people that are buying them on the back end. And I have to go sit and do those walkthroughs with the builder. And I have to see the poor craftsmanship and the poor quality and the poor installation and the poor manufacturing of various products, because everybody gets in a hurry. No one wants to take the time to do things right the first time. So
Exactly.
I have been on thousands of walkthroughs with homeowners, with their builder at the end of construction. I have personally witnessed the construction flaws. I could write a book on all of the things that are wrong with the system. Rather than write a book, I think I'll just fix it and do it myself. So there is a way, and I know how to do it. As a matter of fact, I know people that are doing it right now.
Okay, that's good.
I want to. I think that's where the best opportunity is for me right now.
Okay, perfect. Now, Jeff, I know that a lot of people listening are either earlier in their journey or they're just, looking to level up. Okay, and I think they will benefit from hearing this when it comes to building relationships and growing your network. What's made the biggest difference for you?
I don't know that I understand your question.
Yeah.
What's made the biggest difference to me for what?
Yeah, when it comes to building relationships and growing your network, what's
Oh,
made the biggest difference for you?
I'll tell you, it's very clearly when I started this in sales, when I got out of construction 31 years ago, my mom was in the business and she was selling homes. And she gave me two pieces of advice that to me have proven to be very, very true and really the basis and the foundation of my business. And they were, number one, she said, don't worry, you're not selling anything. Listen to your clients and listen for the need and go find a solution for their need. Number one,
Correct.
you're not selling anything. So don't feel like you're having to push anything. You're providing a solution to their need. Number two, she says, you take care of every client, every one of them, just as if you're taking care of me, your mom, and buying or selling a house. If you take care of everybody like family, they'll keep calling you.
Yeah,
And
and
you will get to know you once they know you and they trust you with their children and their grandchildren, they'll never stop calling you. She said your phone will never stop ringing. And that's been true. So those two pieces of advice that I received almost 32 years ago were probably the most important pieces of advice that a kid coming out of construction could ever hear when he's never sold a darn thing in his life.
exactly, that's correct. Actually, that's something that you cannot fake, okay?
No.
The way you treat people, if you treat them like family, they will always come back to you because they say like, okay, Jeff is a nice guy, he knows what he's doing. Plus, the experience of making a deal with him is the best because he treats you like family. He treats you
Yeah.
like one of his own.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. All right, Jeff. Now, before we wrap up, if someone wanted to reach out, connect with you, maybe collaborate or learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
Well, there's a multitude of ways to reach out to me. Obviously, my cell number. I'm at Remax DFW Associates in Frisco, Texas. My cell number is 214-695-4949. I'm on Instagram at TX Solar Expert. I'm on YouTube, shooting straight about real estate. You can catch me on Facebook, or I do have a website. It's texassolarproperties.com, where I
Okay.
help people and specialize in those that have solar on their property, help them sell and gain the added market value, or I help buyers buy solar without having to pay anything for that. So
Perfect.
creates savings, and the savings creates market value, and there's money there. There's money to be saved there if you know how to buy it and you know how to use it and you know how to leverage it. So I teach people. I'm a past instructor, but I teach people how to leverage the benefits of solar and anything high performance that has to do with energy efficiency and power production. I show them how to benefit on a home purchase or when it's time to sell. So using a little bit of my energy rater background into my real estate business. So I'm easy to find. My
Oh,
number hasn't,
okay.
phone number hasn't changed in over 30 years. So I'm pretty easy to find.
Perfect, perfect. Well, listen, Jeff, I really appreciate your time, your story, and your perspective. Okay. We need more people like you in this space who are doing it the right way. All right. So thanks again for being on the show. And for those of you tuning in, if you got value from this, make sure you're subscribed. Okay. We got more conversations coming up with operators just like Jeff, okay, who are out there building real businesses. All right. So until then, see you on the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.